Rude bunch tonight, huh? Y'all know how to be real rude. You know about the spirit of the Antichrist? Does anybody here know about that? Well, the spirit of the Antichrist is loose right now. Let me give you an example. You know, I got a place out, somebody stopped by my house and give me this tape cassette. Some of these kind of people, you know, there's many false deceivers running around these days. There is only one gospel. Bible says anybody who preaches anything other than that one gospel, let him be accursed. Rock and roll! Anyway, a young fellow stopped by my house one time and wanted to so-called turn me on to well, I'm not going to mention his name. He's a certain guru. I don't want to mention his name right now. But he has a place out there near L.A. And he stopped by and he gave me this tape cassette to show me, if you want to rock and roll, you can go down and rock and roll. You can go see Kiss, and you can rock and roll all your way down to the pit. Yeah. But anyway, I'll give you an example here. I'm going to give you an example. I took a look, I dropped this tape cassette off with a friend of mine. Turn the lights on in here. I want to see these people. Turn some lights on them. Give them some light. Yeah. Put them in the light. So anyway, this certain guru, you want to hear about this guru? Yeah. So anyhow, all right, so this guru, he made a film of himself. And he had one of these big conventions. He does have a convention, I think, every so often, like once a month, he'll go to a big city. Now, so I took a look at this tape, and sure enough, he was having himself a big convention. He must have had 5,000 to 10,000 people there. 10,000 people. And what he was doing on the stage was he was sitting on there with a lot of flowers and things. And he sure did look pretty, though. He sit up there, you know, like kind of like on a throne, and I listened to him talk on the tape. And on the tape, he said, you know, what life's all about is life is to have fun. He said, I'm going to show you now how you all can have fun. And he had a big fire extinguisher there, and he put colored water on this fire extinguisher, and he'd spray it out on the people. And they all laughed and just had a good time. They took their clothes off and they were overjoyed to be sprayed by this man. And a little while after that, he started talking about his philosophy, and he said that he was God. He did say that. He said God's inside of him and he is God. You know, that those people could just think of himself as God. I want to tell you this because there's many of these people walking around. They might not come right out and say they're God, but they're just waiting for the opportunity to. And there is only one God. And let me hear you say who that God is. Now God, he makes promises that he doesn't keep. There's only two kinds of people, like the preacher says. Only two kinds of people. Color don't separate them, neither does their clothes. You still want to rock and roll. I'll tell you what the two kinds of people are. No matter how much money you got, there's only two kinds of people. There's saved people and there's lost people. Now remember that, I told you that. You may never see me again. I may not be through here again. You may not see me. Sometime down the line, you remember you heard it here, that Jesus is Lord. And every knee shall bow to him. God don't make promises and he don't keep. You got some big dreams, baby, what you dream?